Hey there, ABT Marketing and Comms team. Benji Wax here. I'm an associate creative director, producer, copywriter, occasional director, and actor. I hosted a radio show for 10 years, first part on terrestrial FM for a bunch of years, and the latter half on one of the nation's largest online college radio stations. I wrote, produced, and hosted a podcast at one of the Chicago's largest nonprofits, and we interviewed everyone from Chicago Bears all-star Charles Peanut Tillman to U.S. Senator Dick Durbin to business leaders and civic leaders and entrepreneurs, change makers, and young people with some incredible stories. I've emceed and hosted events from concerts and fundraisers to corporate events and celebrations of life. And I've written content for global and Fortune 500 companies like 3M, CDK Global, Kimberly-Clark, Estee Lauder, Staples, Stryker, Truist, Johnson & Johnson, to name a few. But most of all, I'm a Glenview boy at heart. And in that heart, ABT has a very special place. My father passed away when I was a teenager, but he was a man who loved electronics. And on a Saturday morning, there's nothing he loved more than walking around an electronics store. And in Glenview, we were very blessed to have a very special electronics store. And I have very many fond memories of him taking us there, on a Saturday morning, and going in like the back room, and you can, you could build yourself in the bubble, make a bubble around you contraption. There was the aquarium. There was like the eel in there, and the historic eel, and occasionally you'd get lucky and it'd be a day where like the diver was in there who was like cleaning or feeding or something, which was just a wild sight to see that this juxtaposition of so much stuff going on in the midst of all these devices, this beautiful aquarium and this guy inside there in the suburbs. It was wild. And just generally, by and large, walking around there as a young person, like, it was a wonderland. Everything you could ever imagine was in this sprawling complex. And then being with a parent who's just hyped on it all was really fantastic. And so I guess thank you for that, because I have a lot of really wonderful memories from that. And in a funny way, I feel like y'all ABT kind of raised me too, because from that point on, every appliance in my house was purchased from ABT. And so every turkey sandwich I got out of the fridge, and every time I, baked some chicken, and every dish I washed, like, ABT had, that impact on my life. And so I thought this would be an incredible opportunity to kind of, get involved and help continue telling the story, because it's a really incredible one. And if you don't believe me about those appliances, let's take a look. First, we got this beautiful little darling right here. This is the GE PVM 9179. You can see the incredible stainless steel exterior. It looks like a piece of art right here in your home. There's one now, just one, for everything you could ever want. And I love the sort of minimalistic design that this kind of breathes into the room. And, as far as when we're talking about design here, the design, it's impeccable. It gives you everything you could ever want. There's an air fryer in here, there's a convection oven here, of course there's a microwave. And there's also, it comes with a rack so you can cook two things at once. It's a powerhouse. And I've had many a wonderful meal with it. Probably more than I should. I should probably be taking more time to cook using the stove and making some real decent, meals. But we do love a good microwave in this day and age, and this one is probably the best one I've ever used. Thanks, GE, and thanks, Celestine from ABT. Boom. Alrighty, next on our tour, we've got our Think LG LFXS2, I believe, and thankful I am for this. Look at the stainless steel. Honestly, it's beautiful. Appliances are like works of art now that are functional, but you also get to look like, they're so great to look at now. It was not always that way, so I guess what a time to be alive, we can say. We got our beautiful French doors, and we've got our enormous freezer pulled from the bottom. This wonderful display here. One of my favorite parts about this fridge is the Wi-Fi technology integrated into here, so you can connect your phone. You could change the temperature. It'll let you know when the filter needs to be replaced. It'll let you know when the door's open. How amazing is that? And check out the inside. That is 26 square feet of storage space. That's within the shelving drawers. That's a lot of space. You can feed a lot of food, fit a lot of food for a lot of people. And we can't forget the smart cooling technology, which strategically places vents inside so that food stays cool no matter where it is in the fridge. And I can tell you from past experience that is not always the case. Sometimes you put something in the top left and it freezes entirely because it's close, or vice versa. And speaking of freezing, another wonderful thing about this fridge is you got 2 places to get your ice. You can get your ice up here for a single solo user experience. Having a party, barbecue, get together. We've got our whole ice tray down here. Twice the ice. Incredible. So another favorite, thanks to the good folks at ABT. This was Susan Schroeder, I believe. That might have been the last one. Celestine, again, 2 for 2. Boom. And the last stop on our tour is the Whirlpool WGT 730. Now this is an incredible specimen that we've got here. The functionality is incredible. You can adjust the second rack as much as you can add a third rack. I'll tell you that if you like sleeping on your kitchen floor as much as I do, it's only 51 decibels. This is one of the quietest dishwashers on the market and one of the quietest dishwashers of all time. In terms of cool functionality, there's a sand rinse option which boosts up the temperature of the water to 155 degrees. So if you were ever concerned about there being any trace of bacteria left in your cookware and your plates, you can sleep soundly with this model right here. I'll say that whatever you need, whatever you're looking for in a dishwasher, there's something for it here. There's a cycle for it. There's extended soak, there's heavy, there's normal, there's boost, there's quick wash, there's Quicksilver Lightning Revolution. Okay, maybe I added the last one, but I'm gonna call Whirlpool and maybe they'll add it in the next generation. But it's fingerprint resistant for the kids and for the young at heart. And so I appreciate it a lot because I've eaten many a delicious and safe meal. Thanks, that one right here. And thanks especially to, who is this? Thanks to Sam Spain over at ABT. We appreciate you.